After a series of wins for Uganda Cranes CHAN 2024 team that saw the Cranes humbling team including Guinea with a 3-0 victory. 3-3 draw with the South African Group C, Uganda faced a painful but proud exit in the competition after a narrow 1-0 defeat to Senegal. Earlier today, Speaker Monk delivered the message stating the president would fulfill his pledge of the 1.2 billion Ugandan shillings per win following the team's success. By press time, the team was headed to State House in Entebbe for a meeting with the president.
The president specifically pledged 1.2 billion shillings per win for the boys. And that message was delivered to the boys, and it's going to be fulfilled.
The Minister of State for Sports, Honorable Peter Gwang, mentioned some of the benefits that came with the CHAN 2024 tournament, citing an increase in business, increased tourism among others.
Economically, the tournament stimulated businesses opportunities, job creations for hotel, transport operators, vendors, service providers, procurement for publicity, merchandise, logistics, name them. Friends, this tournament, for the first time, the Entebbe International Airport recorded the highest number of arrivals for the first time ever since the airport was created and was opened.
The former President Engineer Magogo appreciated all the relevant stakeholders who took part in the CHAN tournament. He mentioned the need to ensure that the local clubs are equally funded for their development.
When we invite them to the national team, where they have grown up, where they have been identified, where they live every day, is within the football clubs in the country. Today, as we speak, club football in Uganda does not have the financial resource required to ensure that these players are fed well, are trained well, sleep well, and get motivated well. What happens is that the countries we compete with on the African continent, this competition like Algeria, Ethiopia, and others, their respective governments are directly funding and supporting these clubs for them to be able to finance and fund these boys so that by the time they come to the competition, they are ready to compete on a leveled ground.
As the continent gears up for the AFCON 2027, it was stated that there should be proper planning ahead of the tournament, adding that professionals must be involved as the country co-hosts the tournament.
Such a ceremony, you need to involve the professionals that know football more. And we also needed an opening ceremony at the pitch at Nambole, because football is not played in Kolo, but is played in Nambole.
The leader of opposition called for the improvement of sports facilities, not only for football but also for all other sports disciplines, adding that life should not only be made comfortable for the team only during the tournaments, but rather generally.
Honorable Speaker, we often make a case for the growth, development of sports infrastructure. We want to remind the government to do this a lot more. It is important that our young people who are talented get to have a platform, get to have space to grow these talents. That's why we always emphasize these issues. Let's develop infrastructure for sports. That's the only way we shall get to have stars. Across, by the way, whether it be in soccer, sometimes we overemphasize soccer, and that's okay because people love it, but there's other sports disciplines too. Athletics, boxing, basketball, netball, etc., etc. We need to look at an all-round kind of situation regarding sports.
The State Minister of Sports reaffirmed that it is part of the plans from the ministry to improve the sports facilities across all disciplines.
The Federation, Mutesa Tuwankuku Stadium were also upgraded with the modern facilities, leaving Uganda with the improved assets for football tournaments.
The Speaker of Parliament requested for a comprehensive Auditor General's report on the funds spent on the CHAN tournament by the 30th day of this month in order to better plan for the upcoming AFCON competitions.